my scrappy friends, it's Michelle the Stamp Worker, and I am here today with a layout I'm going to make using the Hexagon one-page sketches from Scrapbook Generation. They are all designed by Allison Davis, and this is sketch number 6. So sketch number 6 shows a bunch of hexagons that are 1 inch. And I have hexagon punch and I have hexagon metal dies, and I have a Cricut. But I also have this stencil that I got from Temu. And then I also have this little metal die I got from Temu. So I'm thinking I might stencil. I have an album. This is like a travel album. I actually have had this particular album for years, but I never had used it. So I decided I would use it to scrapbook our trip to Ruidoso, New Mexico, and I went ahead and I printed all the photos in 3x4, well, you know, like 2 on a 6x4, 4x6, and I just used old, like this has a colored clover, but I had Finley on the deck. So I was thinking about scrapbooking these 3 photos. The sketch has 1 photo. It's like a 3x5. But I'm thinking this would work. So it'll be 8.5 by 11. Anyway, so I have all of the photos already ready to go, kind of like in order. And this will be the first page for me to make. I have this stamp set from Close to My Heart. Z3711. Every single stamp has a thin cut, and I thought about this adventure outside because he's outside on the deck, and because it's a hexagon, right? So it has the matching dies. This could be used like part of this, can be even the title. Now the sketch shows the hexagons like this, with the top and the bottom being horizontal. But since the stamp has the points at the top and the bottom, I will rotate this, and I'll have some here, and then I'll do like this because he's looking in, and here he's looking straight at me. So it'll be kind of like this, 8.5. And I can even cut these down a little because there's some dead space. That's probably what I'll do so that they'll fit better. Cut them down a little bit. So there's 8.5 right here. Let me put my square ruler here, so I kind of get a visual, because I haven't cut my 8.5 by 11 paper yet. And then, so it'll be here, and then it'll also be here a little bit, down here. So, let me pause the camera and get my work surface ready, and I will be back. Okay, so I practiced on a piece of scratch paper, and I failed to mention that I'm pulling out this Change of Scenery from Close to My Heart. It was a special a few months ago, and I haven't played with it. The colors in it are, oh, I didn't get avocado out. So avocado, black, glacier, mink, mocha, pine, sage, seabrook, shortbread, coffee. I don't know I will use pine. And as you can see, okay, I cut these down to 2.5 by 3 from 3 by 4s. So I think they fit better across here. Okay, and as you can see, I'm going to have to go in and mask all the way around this. So I'm going to put you on fast forward while I do that. Okay, I'm back, and I've done actually quite a bit since I finished stenciling. I matted my photos, and I had cut them down to 2.5 by 3, and then the middle one I double matted, or I guess triple matted because I put white on there. I decided that it needed a frame, and so I cut a 1/4 inch off 2 sides, and then matted it in toffee. And then I pulled out, I started keeping my strips by color, little rubber band around it like Janet does at Love RTS, or at RTS. And I found this brown, which is just a cut off from like a wood grain and toffee. And then I found this is 12-inch chipboard from years and years ago. And I thought it would make kind of a shelf for my puppy to sit on. Whoops. Okay, so I'm gonna go like this, and I think they're gonna be straight. And then there's the shelf. And then the stencil had these open spaces, and that really kind of bothered me. And yeah, I don't know if you can tell from the video, but I did get some ink, even though I carefully masked it all off. I do have a little bit of ink. And you know what? I'm just gonna be okay with it. So then I also had this die, and so that's what these are. And I cut it out. So Close My Heart cardstock has a true color, and then the lighter color. So this is toffee, and this is the true color. It's kind of a craft color. And then there's the lighter color, the lighter side. So I ran this through my die cutter twice, once on the light side and once on the dark. And you really can't tell much difference, but anyway, so I have these cool die cuts. I can use later. And so then I stamped this Adventure Outside, and I couldn't decide. Like I thought about adding in black, but I think I'm just gonna stick to these 3 colors: white, toffee, and pine. This actually isn't pine, but I think it blends in good. Oh, and I see it's a little long. I'll have to cut that off. But here's the thing, I stamped this in, okay, the light side of toffee with black, because I was thinking about adding black. I stamped it in on white. I stamped it toffee on white. I stamped it toffee on light side of toffee, pine on white, pine on dark toffee, pine on light toffee. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I decided not to add in the black. So then I thought about this. Then I thought it was just a little bit too dull. So I think this is where I'm going. Also have it on the lighter one. And also have it in white. Thought about doing the white. But then even though it has the outline, I felt like it just didn't stand out enough. So now that's what I love about stamps, by the way, is, you know, you can make your embellishments any color. And like the next layout, I might use a completely different color, as opposed to like, you know, buying a package of ephemera or die cuts, and you don't have to just work with what you have. So when I was thinking about using this white one, I was thinking about crossing these arrows over. I don't know how that looks because it covers the pine trees, but it kind of adds. And I really think the white would be okay if it was outlined in the top, like if it was matted. And I don't know if maybe I might cut it out. So I'm still kind of torn between that one and this one and this one. Okay, so the sketch actually has the title down here. So originally I was going to put it down here. But I feel like there's kind of more of an open space here. And by the way, my 1-inch hexagon punch and my 1-inch nesting die are just a little too big. So that's why I ended up going with the smaller. And then I just decided to put some, so I have I guess 3 sizes of hexagons here. Really small ones, tiny like this tip of a pencil eraser. And then these, which are like 1/2 inch, I guess. Yeah, 1/2 inch. So I'm thinking, and then there's like a little something up here. So I'm thinking, I'll put this up here. My cat was on the table earlier, so I keep finding little cat hairs. Disgusting. Well, that didn't look right now. It's that color. That's okay. And I could use an arrow that really covers up the trees. I also have stars. And you know, I'm not used to an 8.5 by 11 format. I feel like it's so small. But I decided to make it 8.5 by 11 this whole book because I don't want it to be, you know, huge. Looks like I just need to make some decisions, and I think I will put you on fast forward while I figure it out. thank you for stopping by. I do this hop. It's not really a hop. I am doing this series in collaboration with Sarah from Sarah Scraps. So I will have her channel link down below. Please stop by and see how she interpreted this sketch, and tell her I sent you her way. Thank you so much. Bye bye.